book nerds. My name is Rin, and this is my first video on my channel, The Crafting Bookworm. Per usual, seems kind of par for the course these days. I'm going to start out with a tag. It's going to be the new to Booktube tag. A lot of people have done that. So here we go. Number 1. Where are you joining us from? I am joining you from Seattle, Washington. However, you will notice a East Coast accent maybe slinking in every now and again. I'm originally from New England, so if I'm tired, my R's might get a little slurry. Number 2. How old are you? I am 30. Still don't like saying that. Alright, number 3. Gotta consult my list. Why did you join Booktube? I joined Booktube because I really like talking about books. I do it for a living. I'm a bookseller. But also I'm a huge proponent of audiobooks. I'm actually dyslexic, so I read a lot slower than I would like to, and audiobooks allow me to get through a story at a rate I want to, where I'm not angry with myself. And I like the idea of Booktube because I can talk about how awesome an audiobook is, and no one can be like, yeah, I don't do audiobooks. You guys just have to argue with me in the comments. Alright, number 4. What is the meaning behind your channel name? So this is The Crafting Bookworm. Crafting, crafty, one of the two. And it started out as a Bookstagram name. I also am super homemakery, and I cross stitch and I quilt, and I post about that as well as posting really awesome books pictures. So I'm crafty and I'm a bookworm, so The Crafting Bookworm. Makes sense. Super cute, right? Alright, number 5. What type of books do you like to read and want to talk about here? I like to read a little bit of everything, although my tendencies lean more towards both teen, young adult, adult and middle grade fantasy. So I kind of read the spectrum, but in fantasy. I'm also really big into sci-fi in general, and also mysteries. I love a good mystery. I also kind of really like nonsense fiction, but I don't think I'm going to be talking about that one as much because it's just hard to talk about nonsense. Alright, number 6. Who are some of your favorite authors? My favorite authors, and this literally were like just the first 4 names to come to my mind. Neil Gaiman, he could read me to sleep every night on an audiobook. Joanne Fluke, favorite mystery author, cozy mystery author. Tamora Pierce, get more into her later. And Marissa Myers, one of my favorite current teen authors. What is the last book that you read? This morning I finished listening to The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out a Window and Disappeared. I'm not even going to try to say the author's last name. It's not going to happen. It's Swedish. It was interesting. A lot of historical references. A lot of crazy stuff going on. Still kind of processing. Alright, what are you currently reading? I am currently... trading stuff. Currently reading Banana Cream Pie Murder by Joanne Fluke. Like I mentioned earlier, she's one of my favorite cozies. This one's super awesome because it is signed. So yeah, working my way through, kind of it's my reading at work book. I'm in between home books at the moment. But another great installment in the Murder She Bakes series. Alright. Number 9. What do you use as bookmarks? Bookmarks. I love bookmarks. If you fold a page, you're a monster. Number 10. Show us your current TBR pile. And there goes my tablet. This is my current pile. Hopefully that's all in the frame. Pretty much the bottom 4 are books that I got in book crates over the past few months. So Owl Crate, LitJoy, and Bookish Box. So kind of want to work my way into those in the near future. I've also got an audiobook, Jacoby, highly recommended by one of my good friends, and the Jericho Grange School, which was suggested to me by the same friend who suggested Jacoby, because I really loved Every Heart's a Doorway, which is currently blowing up on here, apparently. But yeah, so those are my books I would like to read in the next month or 2. Alright. Number 11. This is like a triple question. Hardcovers or paperbacks, physical books or ebooks, borrowing or owning. So I'm a huge proponent of actually hardcover books. I know they're more expensive, but they're just so pretty because you get the advantage of the dust jacket, plus if there's a really awesome cloth cover underneath. I also just love that they're a little bit hardy. Like, you can leave it on the top of your car and forget about it as your mom drives away. Sorry, Harry Potter Goblet of Fire. Alright, in terms of physical books versus ebooks, I'm a huge proponent for physical books. Obviously, I work in a bookstore, so my job kind of depends on it a little bit. But I also just love the physical feel of a book in my hands. However, I do think that ebooks have their place. I've currently gotten really big into graphic novels, and I've been reading a lot of those as ebooks. Mostly though just because I decide to read that I want to read them at 8 o'clock at night, and it's easier to just jump on Overdrive and find it that way. But it has been really nice to use it that way. In terms of owning or borrowing, I'm still young-ish. I live in a city, saving up to buy a house. Yeah, I borrow. I'm a hard borrower. Also come from a family of librarians, so big supporter of libraries in general. I will definitely buy a book if it's something that I really, really, really want, but kind of like, go to your local library. Go. Just go. Okay. Number 12. What book series got you into reading? That would be The Song of the Lioness by Tamora Pierce. Picked it up when I was about 8 years old. 10 years old. 10 years old. 10 years old sounds better. Just picked it up at the bookstore one day, thought it was a really cool idea of this girl who's going off to become a knight. It has since become my favorite book to the point that all of my copies that I originally bought are held together with packing tape. I'm currently trying to replace them going to used book sales because I refuse to accept the newer covers. It must be the covers from my childhood. None of the new ones are good enough. Right? How did you discover Booktube? I actually have a coworker, Maddie. She has her own channel, Rose Books. I will link it down below. But she's gotten really good at it. I love watching her videos. We talk about books all the time at work, and just sort of getting into like watching her channel, watching other people's channels. I was like, you know, I like books. I like talking. I'll give this Booktube thing a try. And then it sort of turned into like, when are you gonna do it? Because I've been saying this for like 8 months, so finally doing it. Alright. What challenges do you think you'll face in your own channel? Just freaking filming the videos. I'm just really camera shy, and this is super camera oriented. So the biggest goal will just be to get it done. Got lots of ideas, just gotta get them done. And number 15, which is the last question, where else can we find you? I am also on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. They are all some variation of the Crafting Bookworm. I will link all of those down below as well. We'll also post a link to the original new to Booktube tag. That seems to be the thing, so I will also link that down below. So I hope you enjoyed my first attempt. Many more to come. I really am looking forward to doing lots of tags. I don't know why, but tags are just, I think, going to be my thing. So, like, subscribe. See you later!